Hi, roses. I'm Rosie, the psychic reader at the Psychic War, and roses are red. Violets are blue, but I'm actually reading the energy, not just marching in parades like some people do. If that's something you can get into, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and watch the playlist. The playlist is called Watching the Stars. So I'm going to get right into this energy for Cancer. They rather bite the hand that feeds them. That's the vibe that I'm getting into. If that's something you're resonating with. Okay, gritty. I'm also hearing keep it up, keep going, you're doing well. So someone could be doing something that they're being encouraged for. I'm seeing someone working out. Maybe you just started a workout routine, but this person that's being encouraged, they're very muscular. So you could be a muscular person or you're encouraging yourself, but I did just hear that. Or maybe you're thinking about your higher self and encouraging your higher self to keep going. Like you just started a workout plan, you're telling your higher self to keep going. Mindful. So I'm very mindful, like being very gritty, grinding on their grind. That's the vibe I'm getting. Yeah, it's like you're encouraging yourself and motivating yourself. So let's keep going. Then you have reliable here. Something reliable about your energy, or people leaning on you, or they consider you to be a very responsible person. Okay, so upright is coming out. You could be someone who's constantly looking to the stars. That's the vibe I'm getting from this playlist. And not just going with the flow and doing what everybody else is doing and trying to be seen. You have unlovable. Maybe someone is criticizing you because of that, or trying to start a fight with you because they feel like that's the only way they can get attention. With this unlovable here is like, let me love you. If only you would fail. They want to be your haters. But I'm getting this vibe like they want to see you fail. They want to see you come off your diet, gain some weight, something like whatever it is, if it's not working out. Because I just heard break a limb. But it seems like if you feed into what they want you to feed into, their negativity, it's just gonna get so dark. Like they're going straight to the grave. You have Knight of Grains. You're working hard, just like Jacob worked hard. Every time I see this card, I feel the need to share his story. He worked for 7 years. His boss didn't pay him the agreed amount, which was a wife, and forced him to work another 7 years in order to get this wife, because he really wanted that wife, not the wife that he was given. So there's something there about this grind. Like you didn't sign up for all these haters, but that's what's coming towards you. And it's like, well, you can't feed into their energy because they're dark and devilish. So it's kind of like you have to look over them, look past them to even brighter pastures, even greener pastures. And it's just a crowd of haters. The haters just never stop. And they feel very pleased with themselves for hating you. Like, just do something stupid so we can love you. They want to love you, but their standards are so low. Then you have 9 of Grains here. People of where you come from royalty. For some of y'all, this could be very real. Like you could have some royalty in your blood, whether you were told about it or not. No conspiracies here, but I do feel like some of y'all are very royal, and like you can tap into that stream or that strain of love within yourself. You don't need love coming from an outside source, because that feels like back in the day, like I don't know, like people didn't have to work as hard. The royals, you were into it. It's not like you have to build up a social group or a social standing. You just had to obey your parents, and that's the vibe. Like just obey your parents, wear their rules around your neck. And you have 10 of Candles, but not so much that it starts to stress you out and you feel like somebody's slave with all these wands on your back. Like, but that is the vibe that I'm getting from the royalty here. Like you have ancestors who expect Jordan to carry this torch here. These cards are so detailed. Yeah, like someone's carrying a torch by being upright. A lot of Christian energy. I'm always tapping into that. So if you're a Christian, this is like keep going forward. You may be going through the valley of the shadow of darkness right now, and there's definitely light at the end of the tunnel. Just keep moving forward. There's a lot more coming out about that with this dark energy. But let's just keep moving forward with this upright. Okay. And then we have these angels climbing up a staircase here. But even though Jacob is still laying down, we're still in Jacob's story. Jacob is still sleeping, but he's manifesting even higher, even more than a wife. 5'11" could be significant for one, even more than what he was promised. He's dreaming God's promise for him, even though he stole that promise from Esau. But he's still taking on that torch and that birthright because he felt like he was the man for the job. And then at the end of the day, he was. He wanted it badly enough. So I feel like maybe you did something that people feel like is unethical. You could have stole somebody's power or identity for some of y'all. And you just felt like you were the man or the woman for the job. And now you have to play out that role, whatever that role is. Maybe you weren't aware of it, but there's a safe here, and I'm getting like an actual safe of money that's storing a treasure. Like you're doing what you're doing for this reward at the end, and I feel like it's worth it. God is approving of this because you went through the steps to get what you got, and even the person that you stole this from is approving of what you have now because they're like you took a heavy load off of my back. I didn't want to do that anyway. And I've said you sensed that they didn't want it badly as you did it. And I feel like now you need encouragement to keep moving forward. So you have Knight of Feathers. Keep moving forward with your calling and your passion. It's so worth it. There's a card here that's at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to just pull it out. 7 of Cups here. Ooh, okay. So this could be a temptation for some people. Like there's something at the end of this journey when it comes to this safe. Like, is it just a safe full of money? Or, because I just see a meme of there's an older guy who was running his whole life as a young person, as an older person, and then as an elderly, chasing money. And at the end, he comes to a cliff and it's just him and his money. And he feels very unsafe. Like he can't move forward. He just has to clutch on his money and hope no one steals it. So that could be coming up. Like, is it just money at the end of the road, or is the peace of mind that you don't have to lose something like poverty? You have the moon here. The moon is coming out twice. Listen to your intuition and pay attention to signs from the divine. Unnecessary worry. So you could have been chasing money because you didn't want to end up like your parents. For some people, if you come from royalty, it could have something to do with that. Like you separated from the money so you could do it on your own, so you don't have to listen to people telling you what to do. But at the end of the road, ended up being still like a lot of work. And I feel like you're being encouraged to keep moving forward with that. Queen of Water here. Something got cut off in the first reading for Aries, so that could be coming up. Like there was a support system that got cut off, and now you have to do it on your own. And so there's encouragement here to keep going forward because it's worth sitting in this crown or sitting in this throne by yourself, looking out at the water. Maybe someone has a dream of living on the beach, and it's like, but you're gonna be completely alone, and that's the point. Like a private island, a private beach, but there's a king who wants to sit beside you, possibly someone who wants to help with this, but he's just not emotionally available, like the guy that you might have had in the past, if this is a feminine I'm talking to, or someone who was there for you, like mind and soul and body. This could be a marriage. Maybe you are a divorced individual, but it feels like there is a partner coming in who is connected to you in some way, but just not emotionally. Like he's not fiending for your energy. He's not always wondering where you are, what you're doing. Like you can have your privacy in the other end of the man palace. It doesn't have to really be a mansion. If your dream is to live in a cabin in the woods, then that's the vibe I'm getting. 9/11 is significant here. Okay, and then the last two cards I want to pull is 2 pages, Page of Earth and Page of Water. So this could be you guys being younger. That could be the energy here. And Page of Earth was covered up, so that it could be significant. Like it's really a guy that should be over here, but I don't know. That could be younger, or you guys both matured to come together, or maybe this is the same guy from the past who was just connecting with you too deeply or mirroring your energy, and it just felt kind of creepy and weird. And now this person is like kind of like more of a compliment to you, like where you need him to be and not just what you are. So if you're vibing with that, you're resonating, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out the playlist, Watching the Stars. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.